Welcome to the Thrift Shop. Today we're going to talk about the Denon VL12 Prime turntable. I have a love-hate relationship with the Denon VL12 Prime turntable. Like many of you, I don't have a lot of money to spend on turntables, and vinyl can be expensive. While I would love to have the Technics SL1210 GR, many of us simply can't afford it. So I went out looking for something a little more affordable. If you look on the market today, you'll find many turntables that have very similar looks, but are vastly different from a quality standpoint. As many of you are aware, Handpin, who makes a super OEM turntable, produces a lot of the turntables for many brands. Now maybe it's you, maybe you don't want a DJ turntable, maybe you'd prefer something like the Regard Planar or something like that. I fully understand, but I wanted to try a DJ turntable. Denon DJ, not to be confused with its parent company Denon, is a professional brand, not the audiophile brand. In 2017, Denon released the VL12 Prime. The Denon VL12 Prime has been recently discontinued, although you can still find new ones available. The Denon VL12 Prime turntable is made by Yahorn and not Handpin. The VL12 comes at a price tag of $899 and very similar to the Pioneer PLX 1000 price. The VL12 is not a light turntable. It comes in at 27.4 pounds. With its brushed aluminum top, it has a quality feel to it. All the small little items like the little lights and buttons feel exceptional. One thing while unboxing that you can quickly notice that the platter itself weighs 5 pounds and has the integrated magnet structure for the motor built in. I did take this turntable apart, which I'll discuss later, and I found plenty of rubber damping material placed inside. Again, not every audiophile wants a DJ turntable that can be flashy. Certainly the VL12 is one of the flashier units out there, with an LED ring light going around the platter and plenty of different light sources. One of the key measurements for turntables is the wow and flutter measurement. The lower, the better. The wow and flutter of this turntable is 0.05%, amazingly low. While the Technics 1200 GR has a wow and flutter of 0.025, the 0.05 is still pretty good. Again, a personal choice, but for me, one of the main reasons that I wanted a DJ turntable is because of the removable head shell. I started listening to the turntable and was immediately impressed with the amount of damping. You can start tapping around the plinth of this unit and absolutely no feedback whatsoever. I think this might have been the first time in history that I had a turntable with that much damping. Many people go through great lengths to reduce the amount of conducted vibrations through their system, through their floors, through their furniture, etc. With the Denon VL12 Prime, none of that is needed. In fact, I probably have this in the worst location, sitting right next to my vintage Pioneer HPM 100s that are pounding the bass and I listen loud, and zero of that acoustic feedback is coming through the turntable. It comes with the classic felt platter mat, of which I do not like. I prefer an acrylic platter mat so I can get detailed resolution. And of course, the tone arm has VTA on the fly, so I could adjust the sound to my taste. I should mention that I did try a cork mat, and again, I was left with a soft, muddy sound. I did even try a deer hide platter mat, and yet didn't like the sound. Throughout 8 months of listening to this turntable, I found a few major issues. First and foremost is the tone arm. And this appears to be a common issue with this turntable and tone arm. I even tried to have this turntable countered on a different level so that it would push the tone arm towards the center of the record, and still I had problems. This might be the worst tone arm of any turntable that I've ever used, and it appears to be a manufacturing defect. I went to great lengths to adjust the tone arm bearings to get this turntable to even work. I even thought that maybe, and just maybe, the tone arm cables themselves were catching up on the inside, causing resistance. I took the entire turntable apart just to check. It would appear as though this tone arm, or the tone arm for this specific VL12 Prime turntable, potentially flat spots in the bearings. I would love to replace the tone arm with a completely different tone arm. However, the feet are directly below the tone arm mount, reducing the ability to use an aftermarket tone arm. Let me be clear, this turntable is really good. Really good for me, really good for rock music, and how loud I listen to music. But not only did I experience a tone arm movement issue, I also noticed a lot of microphonics through the tone arm. A normal person would probably send this turntable back, but not me. At the end of the day, while I really enjoyed this turntable, perhaps if it had a better tone arm, I would be absolutely in love with it. The market dictates what products come and go. Typically, turntables will be in the market for many years, and given the fact that this was released in 2017 and is currently discontinued, tells you that it didn't do so well in the market. Should you buy this used? I would not recommend it, even though that I like it. I think you should stay away and spend more money on a Technics unit. Thanks for the thrift shop.